All right, guys and girls, we promised you a barn find. This is not your average barn find. This is a building find, and it's not a car, it's a boat. We told you Mr. Steve, the nice fellow that we bought this facility from, and we didn't get a chance to show you in here. Take a little spin around, AJ. We're probably gonna be expanding this shop or definitely changing it up. We don't have an exact plan quite yet, but let's go over here and I'm gonna show you a boat that's been put away for many, many years that he bought it brand new. And it has been tucked away from the daylight and preserved, and it is not for sale. He's going to get this thing back to its former glory, and he says he's going to use it. And to tell you how tucked away it was, this whole area was file boxes. You couldn't get in here to even get in here to get to the boat. He's been pulling stuff out of here for a week or more now. You can finally see the boat. A 1990 Wellcraft Scarab, 26-foot CV. He bought this boat brand new from Richmond Marine, which is long since out of business. Also, while we're over here, he bought that. He thinks around 74, brand new. Took it apart to rebuild it, never put it back together. But brand new motorcycle, brand new boat, sitting in this section of building, and it has been tucked away for a long time. And you can see she's dusty, but it is mint. This boat is super duper mint condition. Hasn't had a registration on it in many, many years. 13's the last one here, but best he can remember, it's been longer than that since it's been out. The only reason I knew it, I've been next door to this building my whole life basically, and I didn't even know it was in here, but one of our very good friends and customers, and his son actually runs the marina for me, told me about this boat. Knew it was in here. He's always loved these kind of boats and the pachangas. Let's roll the cover back. Check that out, guys. This is a fully original boat. 454 Magnum with a Bravo outdrive, completely 100% factory. These seats haven't been redone. When he gets it out and put a little clean on it, this thing's gonna be incredible. Most of the time boats now, if they're 5, maybe 8 years old, all these seams and all this stitching is busted. This stuff's just as good as the day it was new. It's incredible, the condition. All the fiberglass will buff right out. It's got the original sticker still up on the hood. This thing is a gem. You don't find them like this. He's gonna need to pump the tires up. Matter of fact, we might come over here and do that for him with our little machine we've got that works so well. Grease the bearings, but it's on a painted trailer. This is a good looking boat. It's just amazing. On the other side of that wall is a business that I'd walked into for so many years and had no clue this was even in here. This was his little private getaway storage area. And we'll probably go leave it like that, to be honest, because every now and then I got to get away from things too. So we may just leave this little area as JW's little area. Back a few things in here, I can tinker on them. Everybody on the other side of the wall can conduct business. Might be our little YouTube studio maybe, out of the way. But we got to do a little cleaning, get a little cobwebs off, a little insulation repair. Probably got a few little mice in here, might even be some snakes. Watch out, AJ. AJ's out of here now, shouldn't have said that. But that's a little afternoon update and true, legit building / barn find boat. 1990, another little trick. The last 2 digits of a boat VIN number are always the year. So 1990 boat, he wasn't even sure 100% on the year, but 1990, strapped on the trailer, Bravo outdrive. Cool, cool boat. You guys know I love a boat. That's a really cool boat right there. And the condition on this thing, once it's buffed up, will be incredible. Just a gem of a find. We'll give you an update when he gets it out and gets it cleaned, and we'll also give you an update when maybe he gets that running. So stay tuned. We can walk through here now, get a little bit more cleaned up, and bring you guys some more content. All right, guys, part 2. We didn't find any extra boats, but we have been doing a bunch of cleanup around here today. The traffic nightmare right there has been cleaned up. Everything's out of the way. Super, super good visibility now. Working on this right here. I would take all that down entirely, but unfortunately there's a ditch right there, and people coming and going through here are so impatient that they cut this corner. And I don't want them cutting that corner and running in that ditch, so we're working on getting all that cleaned out. Flower bed right here was up to the bottom of those windows. All that's cleared out. We've got some siding repair to be done. My main man back here on the property, getting it cleaned up today. He was only here from about 8 to 2, maybe 8 to 1. And he got a ton accomplished. I showed you guys a little bit, but we moved the dumpster out of the way. We got all these trees down. Some of this lumber will turn into firewood. If you're local and you want to come get some of it, come get it, but it'll be gone in the next day or two. Got a lot of it in log lengths. Tomorrow's we get on the other side of the fence. He was worried about damaging the fence, but we're going to change all that anyway. But this tree's coming down. That big boy tree's coming down. He already took one side off of it. I was going to jump and do a flip. AJ didn't believe I could. But that big monster's coming down tomorrow. Those trees tomorrow. And the one last big, I think that's a gumball tree. Not sure what that one is, but they got to go, unfortunately. In the olden days, we'd leave them. My dad would say it's a good shade tree. You can wax a car underneath of it, but I don't plan on waxing any cars underneath no shade trees, so we'll try to use the building in a fan. That one there was actually hitting the building, getting ready to do some damage if we had some wind. So a lot of this is preliminary, keeping this place cleaner. You can see we actually have trees growing in the gutters, if he zooms in enough. So ton of stuff happening, guys, just within the last 24 hours. We really appreciate it. Hopefully it's interesting for y'all. Hopefully you're happy with the audio. Finally got that figured out. Little by little we're getting this stuff straight. The apartment should be very happy. Now they won't be looking at a bunch of old junk sitting up in the fence, and there were some old tires and some old fencing and just a bunch of old debris. All that got cleaned up, and it's a beautiful piece of land right here. Once we get it graded, we've got to see how the water flows. We haven't had any rain in 2 weeks, so hopefully, doesn't look like we have any rain this week, but early part of next week we're supposed to have some weather. We'll get a good layout of how this ground's gonna run, and we can do a little grading, a little gravel, some pavement, and get our parking situation arranged a little bit better, because if any of you guys have visited us, sometimes it's so busy you can't even park in our parking lot. It's crazy. So this is gonna help a lot, and it's right there in walking distance to the car lot. So I think he's got to get back here and cut a little bit too. Yeah, we got a little alleyway here that's gonna be a problem keeping maintained, but we'll go over and talk to them about taking care of their side. We'll take care of our side, of course, and make this place look a whole lot better. So day 1, 24 hours later, here's where we're at. So thanks for following along. Davis Auto Sales, Davis Drives on YouTube, showroom number 4, shop number 3, and office, main office. Thanks, guys.